Hello, this is Craig with Goodson Guitars. We're still in the paint shop. We're going to do the buff out and polish of the Texas custom paint job on the Kramer Beretta. At this point, the guitar has been level sanded, wet sanded to 1500 grit. The next step is we're going to use these pads on a variable speed drill. This is 3000 grit. Then we'll get all over that, and then once we're done with that, we're going to go to our 3M rubbing compound, which is 39060. Use the orange pad. Then we're going to go to step 2, which is machine polish, 39061 for anyone wanting to know, used on a black pad. Then we're going to go to the 3M 39062, which is the ultra fine machine polish that goes on with the blue pad. And then once we're done with that, we'll take the sack off the buffer, clean those up, and we'll go with the ultra fine on it. During the process, I may go back and forth. If I'm buffing and I see that I still have some scratches, then I'll go wipe the residue off, and then I'll go back to the 3000 grit, get those scratches out, and then bring it back up with the polish. Probably during the course of the video, I'll actually start and then I'll stop the video, and then when I'm done, I'll show you where I'm at, because watching me polish a guitar is not a lot of fun. So I appreciate y'all watching. If you like the content so far, you throw it up a like and subscribe. If you ask any questions, haven't got any questions yet, I like to answer questions, because if I don't know the answers, then it makes me go look things up, and then I get smarter, and then we all get smarter, and smart is good. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, at this point we've got her sanded down, and we're going to start with the step 1 process, which is going to be the rubbing compound. Put a little bit on the pad. I'll dab the pad around. I can feel it's starting to get a little sticky and stiff, so I'm going to stop, and then I'll wipe it down and see where we're at, see if I got any scratches I need to go back in and get out. But right now it looks pretty good. Of course, I'm probably going to hit it 2 or 3 more times with the rubbing compound before I move on to the next one. But with this first one, you can see that it's already starting to shine up, and we've got some swirl marks, but that's what the rubbing compound's for. It's going to end up taking those out. Alright, we've worked it down with the rubbing compound, and now we're going to start the first part of machine polishing. And it's going to be the one, we're going to do the gray pad. It's going to be the same process again. We're just going to put a little bit on our pad. Dab it around. Oh, got a booger. No boogers. Now this one I'm going to slow the speed of the drill down on a little bit, because the finer the compounds, the faster it's going to turn. Then that builds up heat, and heat is bad because it can make it burn through. So this is where we're at this point, and I can see that I've got some scratches in here that I'm going to have to get out. So I'm going to go back to the 3000 grit and go over the whole top again with 3000, and then I have a little spot right here that I've got to use an old trick on. I'm going to put a drop of super glue right there. I'm going to let that harden, and I'll scrape it down, and sand it flat and flush, and then when I buff it out you won't be able to see it. Okay, so I kind of got in the zone, didn't realize that I hadn't turned the camera on in a while. So where we're at is I went back over the entire thing with the 3000 grit, then I brought it up with the rubbing compound, and then now I've hit it with the machine polish, and this is where we're at. There's still some spots in there that you can see some marks on, but as I continue on with the polishes and the buffer, that they're going to come out. But right now it looks really good. I mean, it's shiny, it's flat. So we're going to go ahead and let the camera run while I hit it with the ultra polish, and then we'll show you where we're at there. And then I'll probably turn the camera off and flip over and do the back, because it hasn't been touched other than sanded, and it's ugly. And we all know that black is unforgiving, so it may take longer than y'all want to watch. So here we go. Well, now I'm thinking I may not have to buff it at all. Just do a couple more passes with this ultra polish, and I think we're going to be golden. I'll move the camera a little closer, and then y'all can tell me what you think. Ooh, bonk. Yeah, if you get motion sickness, close your eyes. That's pretty shiny. So I'll shut the video off, I'll get the back done, and then we'll do a conclusion. So y'all stay tuned. Alright, so I had to move over to this shop because the paint shop was hotter than balls. But we are done. So I don't know, I'm shooting through the front camera so you can see this. We've got a nice shine, it's clear. You can see the ripples going on. The back is black, and it took forever, and especially with these Berettas, they got all the curves and everything like that. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get the neck cleaned up, get this thing put back together, get it playable again, get it set up, and we'll call the customer and have him come back and pick it up. I appreciate y'all watching. If you like the content, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you have any questions, because I haven't had anybody ask me a question yet, so go ahead and drop one down there. I appreciate y'all watching again. This is Craig with Goodson Guitars. Y'all have a great day.